Okay, hello peeps, what's up? I am recording more of my 30-day video challenge, which I sucked at doing the last week. And so we're starting with this video on day 25, which is someone who fascinates you and why. Oh boy. Um, well, there is somebody that fascinates me um right now, but I don't know if that's really appropriate to share over the internet. Um, and why. Um, I guess I'll pick somebody that is able to fascinate me all the time. Let's think. Uh, who would that be? Fascinates me. Fascinates. I don't know. I mean, it's gonna sound like a bullshit answer, but really, to be honest, Mary Barta does fascinate me all the time. I think mostly because of the fact that we used to be a lot more opposites, and now I realize we have a lot more in common, but we're still different people. Um, and she fascinates me because she's able to be so positive and yet not at all fake, which is, I mean, from if you're from Arizona or if you know people in Arizona, like a lot of the people that are nice are fake, and that a lot of the time you find out that they don't really have any depth to them. They're not really emotional people. I mean, they are to a certain extent, but like they will never be able to show you those emotions or convey to you what those emotions mean. And I just love the fact that Mary and I are able to talk about emotions, able to talk about the person that fascinates me, um, or issues that I'm dealing with in relation to whatever, and that she's able to talk to me about the same, and I think that the fascination comes from the fact that we were just like really not really that great of friends in the beginning when we first started hanging out in regards to GRL stuff. And then I don't know. I don't know if I feel special, like in that sense that I am like the only person that she can talk to, but I know that I feel lucky to be able to have her to talk to me about stuff and vice versa. Um, I think she fascinates me because, yeah, like I said, we are opposite people on some things, and we do tend to fight very often, or like bicker, at least anyway, about certain things, and then we're over it, and we always make each other, or at least I hope, we always make each other see like each other's point of view. I think most of the time I end up seeing Mary's point of view as valid, and my point as lesser valid when she does give me something to look at. Um, I think that it's also really awesome that she's in Argentina and that she's doing all this stuff like trying to teach English and learn Spanish at the same time, and just having a bunch of fun over there, or hopefully she'll be having a bunch of fun over there when she moves in with her new roommate soon. Let's move on to day 26. What kind of a person attracts you? This is really horrible. Like, why? Like, why are you putting all of these in a row? Dumb. What kind of person attracts me? Well, in the last video I talked about, I really go for the person next door, like the guy or the girl or whoever next door. The person that's not really necessarily considered attractive by society standards, um, but is attractive to me because of their personality, because of their humor, because of their intelligence, because of the fact that they can hold intelligent conversation. Not just that they're smart, but they're also like sociable and able to be talking to somebody and have that kind of social interaction without being all socially awkward. Um, I like people. I guess it depends. Like for women, I like them to be socially dominant, which is awesome. Like having them be like a I mean, I don't know. Like, I guess it's for women, they could be socially dominant or dominant in the bedroom or both or whatever. Um, but I really like a woman that, shows off her intelligence and that she knows things and that she's not like necessarily stubborn, but that she stands up for what she believes in and those kinds of things. For men, I like them to be a little bit more submissive, a little bit quieter, a little bit less dominant socially, um, slash in the bedroom. But just in general, like my differences for men and women don't really matter when it comes down to personality, because if a personality is something that I love or that I could get involved with in an attractive sort of way, then I'll take it. Obviously, like I go for who you are as a person and your personality and your character and your values and your morals. I go for that a lot more than I go for your body type, which is why I'm saying the girl, the boy next door, not necessarily the person that's always looked at as like the hottest person, but not that I'm saying that like anybody I've dated is like fugly. I'm just saying that like not necessarily what I'm looking for is that. And then I'll date them, if they're also intelligent afterwards. It's like if you're attractive and I find you attractive, then that's a bonus. And physically attractive, that's a bonus. But if you're, uh, you know, personality-wise attractive or intelligently attractive, then yeah, I'm gonna go for that. Um, I like my partners to be independent. I really don't like them to be super clingy, but I know that I'm like sort of clingy. I know that I'm kind of the person that would, at least most of the time, be more like not dependent, but like I guess. I mean, I guess I could say socially dependent on my partner, but I'm not gonna like be like, "What are you doing 24/7?" Like I'm gonna let you do whatever you want to do. Um, and then we'll have our different lives and we'll have our different friends or whatever. But I do like to hang out with my partner a lot, like to go places with my partner a lot. Um, the kind of people I'm attracted to are usually social creatures as well. Like I am a social creature, and if you don't like to go out to the club or to the movies or to go take a walk in the park or to go to the local library or bookstore, like I'm like, well, I'm gonna do all this stuff by myself. I might as well be single. Like, it's not that bad. Like, I can tolerate it if you're not gonna go out. But it makes me feel like you're not interested in the same things as I am, and or you're lazy. I guess it depends. Um, and let's see, what else attracts me? I guess like mystery attracts me. I mean, I think that's pretty obvious for most people. It's like it's a mysterious new person is attracting you, and that's why there's that whole like honeymoon phase, right? Um, but I like somebody that can like change it up, like because I like the honeymoon phase, but I also like feeling that the whole time I'm dating somebody, and it's really hard if they don't want to change things up, if they don't want to like you like work to make something different happen. And I haven't really been in a relationship like that yet, I can say. Um, let's see. Um, I like being like completely honest with my partner. I think that it's really hard because sometimes your partner's not completely honest with you, or like not that they're lying to you, but just that they're not going to come out with their emotions right away. And I really want to try to be in a relationship where I can talk about my emotions pretty openly, and not feel fear that I'm gonna get, dumped, or fear that I'm gonna get, like made fun of or anything like that in a relationship. And when I have those fears or those kind of like issues, I guess, in self confidence, like it usually tells me something about the relationship. Not that it's bad, it's just that it's not where it could be, and those kinds of things. And I always like to work on things. Like I always like to make things work. Like if it doesn't work out, it's not because I didn't try. Like I always try my hardest in relationships, because I'm pretty loyal, I would say, and I'm pretty faithful to people, and I just really want them to not be hurt. So I try to do things that allow for people to not be hurt, I guess. Okay, a problem that I've had. Well, I could say right now, the problem that I have is that I am. Well, let's stick with the theme because I could talk about another one. But let's talk about a problem that I have now that I need a solution to. The problem is that I am attracted to somebody that I probably shouldn't be attracted to on multiple levels. Um, and that I think the first thing is that I'm attracted to somebody, period, because, just in November I got out of a long relationship. But to be honest, I could say that I felt like there wasn't very much of a relationship towards the end. We weren't making as much effort as we could, towards each other. So I feel like to a certain extent, even though we still had emotions there, uh, that maybe it ended a lot earlier than we thought it did. However, whether or not it ended in November, it still feels like it's too early to be dating somebody or to be attracted to somebody. At the same time, like my biological clock is ticking. I want to have children, want to adopt children, and I would prefer to do that with a partner. And I wanted to adopt children or have children by the age of like 30 ish, 30, 32, 34, not really much later than mid 30s. And that's only a decade from now. And I'm not at all financially stable. I'm not at all stable, period, for myself. Like, I can't even afford to feed myself at some points. But I feel that if I had a partner that was dedicated, even if I was really poor, I'd still try to do it. I'd still try to have children. And so the problem that I've had is um, now that I've been having feelings for people or being attracted to people, do I ask them out? Do I go for it? Or do I just wait to see what happens? Because my whole life I've just been waiting to see what happens and being like, okay, well, we'll develop a friendship, and then if we're attracted to each other, then it'll work out, and then we'll be able to date. And it's like, lo and behold, like 5 years later, you went through all the phases of trying to get to this relationship, and now you're finally in it, or whatever. I know that a lot of the people that I was attracted to in the past, like I had to build a friendship first, and that took like 6 months, a year, most of the time. I mean, not all relationships start like this, but most. Um, and then, um, and then after that, after you build your friendship, then you're like in this weird phase where you're like flirting and like sort of start dating, and then that's like a year, and then like you're well into the relationship. That's like 2 years, and then after that, like you end your relationship, so that's like 3 years. So then 3 years plus the 1 year of friendship, that's 4 years later. I don't have time to do that over and over and over again. So I don't really have time to say, let's see what happens. At the same time, there's still that eensy beensy, eensy, weensy, teensy bit of fear of rejection. Like, you don't want to be rejected. And for me, it's not really like I don't want to be rejected because my life will be over. It's like, for me, I don't want to be rejected because I want to try to have the relationship. And if the relationship doesn't work because I'm rejected, I at least want to have the feelings of being attracted to somebody. And as soon as I say, hey, I'm attracted to you, let's go out on a date, and they say no, then poof, there goes all of my like feelings for them, or all of my attraction for them. Um, and I mean, it does that because it's necessary. It's like a survival tactic. Like, if I can't have you because you don't want to date me, then I'm not gonna continue to like you. I'm gonna purposefully try to get rid of whatever attraction I have towards you, and uh, and then get on, move on to the next person that I find attractive. Might take a little while, might take a day, whatever. I usually give myself more time than a day, but my point is like, then the attraction's not there, and you don't have the ability to have fun with it. You don't have the ability to be like, oh my gosh, I really like this person, I can't wait for them to talk to me, it's so cute, oh my god, I can't wait. There's not really that, and I like having that, like, I'm a little schoolgirl almost kind of like attraction to somebody that like, I have a crush, and like people don't know about it, and oh my god, and like I love being in that kind of place of emotions. And so if I'm rejected, like, oh well, okay, I can get over that, but I can't get over the fact that I have to get rid of this like like super excited positive mode. And so for a while I've been super positive, and I've been super like antsy and super like hee because I'm attracted to somebody. Uh, so that's a problem I've had, and if you have any solutions for that, let me know. Like, should I go for it? Should I not go for it? There's ups and downs, or pros and cons to everything, and I think that you should let me know if I should go for it, or if I should not go for it. And if I should go for it, how should I approach it? And if I shouldn't go for it, why? So post that down below. And I will talk to you later because we're out of time. Bye.